and welcome to the Scratching Post. We scratch at that gaming itch. Hello, everyone. Hello. What was that? What was that about an idiot? Hello. What was that about an idiot?
I love you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. I want to thank these
I love you,
idiots.
you idiot.
For actually spending time with me, because Lord knows
Hey,
why they do.
Hey, are you being mean to yourself?
No.
Take our affection, you
Take him
nerd.
out.
I will
Wow.
Don't test me.
I've never been so politely insulted in my entire life, I think.
You will be aggressively loved and adored.
Aggressive love and adoring. That sounds, I mean, at least it's consensual, I guess, but still.
There are
I do
specific
believe by
websites
my-
for that.
I do believe by my order you are in hug deficit. You will be paid in tenfold at UKGE.
That is true. I am in hug
Yeah.
deficit. I will not let this thing slide as well. I demand my hugs. They are very important to my well-being. So yes, I will.
That is actually medically true.
That's scientifically proven, yes.
It was.
Very well. There are papers. Somebody sound the hug horn! It will happen.
Everything these days.
War of the Worlds? Alien crafts?
Is that what that was?
Oh, of course it was.
For
Yeah,
the-
that's the War of the World's fighting craft.
For
The
the
wa-
2005 reboot, yes.
The aliens are coming, and they have war
And
horns.
they need hugs.
And they need hugs. I mean, yeah, hugs are what defeat the aliens in the wars, because you hug them and give them your germs. So
Yes, exactly.
After we've derailed your intro for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would complain, but when has it become? It's kind of become normal on this show. So
Do be like that sometimes.
yeah, and I'm not exactly gonna start complaining about that. I am gonna complain about the fact that my OBS is like, what's a screen?
What is
So-
it?
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
What
put
is
it. I'll put it
about
up. I'll put it up because some reason it's like, what's the screen? I've got a hype train. Thank you very much so much for you guys getting a hype train going. Also, there have been some people who've followed while I've been away. If I can scroll down from all the bits that I've been given,
Never.
You're not allowed to scroll down.
Quick, donate more bits.
I want to thank Fiery Meltman for following as well. God almighty. Also want to thank. We did it. Yes, we did do it.
You did it.
I also want to thank Dungeons and Dimple for following.
Nice.
They followed last night.
Him.
I very much liked watching their art stream last night. That was very fun. Very fun. And of course, I want to thank you horrible lot for all the bits and such. And on behalf of Laura, another bitty alert coming in. Yes, we did it. We did it.
We did it, Reddit.
Yeah, we probably will happen again.
I do love that one from Ape Escape. It's one of my favorite bits. But I want to thank also on behalf of Laura for the generous giving last week, as Laura has finally ordered her brand new PC.
Hey!
That is the most appropriate air horn I've ever heard.
So I can yeet the give donations for Laura off the screen, because we've achieved that goal in one stream, although it probably took Laura a lot longer to get up to 500, to be quite frank. We helped at least, so I'm glad that we were able to do something. Speaking of, I should probably introduce the cast and myself. My name is Ebak. If you're new here to the channel, if you can see you've been following or scrubbing, on Saturdays I gather my friends around and we put our voice acting talents, whether I say that literally or sarcastically, depends on who you ask. Because Lord knows for myself, I say it sarcastically. Hello. No, now you guys stop telling me to be nice to myself.
I'm getting my sword as we speak.
Okay, there we go. We apply our voice acting talents, which some of us are actually aspiring voice actors. Some of us are just here to have fucking fun and shit.
Yours.
I don't think we're here to have fun and shit. I think
Well-
those are separate activities.
I mean, one of them was figuratively, and that was the shit part, not the fun part.
We're here to have fun and or shit.
And all shit.
Oh god.
We have a burr.
Hello?
so far away.
Are you trapped in the basement?
Still.
Follow the sound of our voice.
Clavier tracked to the basement as always. We have we have a
Down there.
we have a divot. Thank
No,
you.
we
once-
don't.
We had a divot.
We had a divot.
This we trust.
Oh yes. In injustice we trust, and we have a drifting.
The real friends are the ones you have to save from the Capcom basement.
I thought you were gonna say the real friends are the ones you lock in Capcom basements along the way.
Oh, we've just lost Mist.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
no.
fine.
Look,
Hopefully they'll come back before we get around to them. We have, as I like to refer to them, our American correspondent, Kay.
Hi. I don't think I'm in this one a lot, which means I get to sit back and sulk about how this game sometimes has good writing, but also
Ooh.
I'm mad about it.
That's fair.
Then we have our woman in Japan, as we like to refer to her, Laura Petal.
Where the twisty twist wheels, I'm down here too.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You
That
are,
basement is getting filled.
Shut up, all down there. Our one of our go on.
No, never mind. It was stupid. It was a stupid joke.
No.
I retracted.
No.
You said it now.
You can take a balloon away from Laura. You can take Laura away from balloon.
I mean, true. I don't know what else to say. Right. We also have, of course, the person who decided to take on a voiceover main character, not realizing what he was probably in for, Mr. Lemonright.
Objection!
That's still very funny to me.
That's iconic as hell. I love it.
The definitive voice of Phoenix, in my opinion.
Yes.
And new to the cast, after joining us for a couple of weeks, we have Mistropolis.
It
Who's-
puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I
I
don't
know
think
where
that
that comes
guy's in
from.
the basement.
I hope not.
And
I'm assuming that's what Capcom's representatives are saying, right?
and then our special guest for the episode, playing Emma Sky, and one of my best friends, Shadow Phoenix Rider.
I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls.
Oh no.
No. Get out of my walls. They're way too narrow.
I'm in Elle's walls.
That's fair.
First out hits
That's,
him on the head if he's mean to himself.
Yeah,
that's not my problem, so
That
continue.
makes sense. With your big foam
Well,
sword.
then, Shadow came out of the walls.
Oh no.
I was in the closet. I'm no longer in the closet. I'm just in his walls now.
That's one of my favorite books by Neil Gaiman, Shadow
Wait.
in the Walls.
Wait, the closet's full in here. You can't join me in here.
Wait, why are you in my closet?
Why are you in his walls?
This turned into Monsters Inc. Do the closets work as like portals?
Yes.
Only Elle could use the closets as portals.
That's my special ability.
Take me
Yes.
out,
If I was an
Yeah,
RPG
well,
character, if I was an RPG character, that'd be my special ability.
Look, I did a whole ass thing explaining Elle's like shadow abilities for a film that will never be made. But that's we got a stream to do.
We've got a stream to do.
Speaking of, we're 10 minutes in, so yeah, like it's business as usual here tonight.
We've got Ace Attorney's first civil trial to litigate,
Oh dear.
Oh yes, this is gonna be fun.
right?
Is it?
The Justice. I almost said Edgeworth, and I was like, no, that's not it. I wish he was here.
Let's do this.
Sad he's not.
I have a feeling it won't be very civil.
Here we go. Here we go.
Of course not.
Ace Attorney and Phoenix is a bitch from California, and we love him.
Damn right.
Also, someone could just check out if everything is all hunky dory on the
Oh, good point.
chat. There's no music, but just wait until the music and let me know how it goes. And at the balance volume is good. May 17th, 10:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. And we start off with the person who says they won't be in this very much. Yeah.
Well, okay, listen, I'm not the. I'm
only.
Yeah, I think technically speaking, I'm only in the fucking lobbies because I'm not the co-counsel. I'm not fucking there or a witness.
See your family fight.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, that's what Trucy's about. God, my heart hurts for her all the time. I love Trucy so much. Just so you know, I'm not going to take sides.
Message received, loud and clear.
Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team. I don't want my brother and my dad to fight.
I mean, she's right.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad.
Valid, honestly.
I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo. Oh, foreshadowing is a literary device.
Uh-oh.
H Bomber guy just slowly turns.
That's whenever there's foreshadowing in Ace Attorney, I don't know how to point it out without being too obvious about what it foreshadows, so I think that's just what I'm gonna say from now on. Foreshadowing is a literary device, and then not finish my sentence. Like, it's not entirely foreshadowing. It should be foreshadowing more. Like, people write shit that's so much better than how it actually turns out. But like, there's a whole comic about how this game should have ended.
Just a quick
and
question.
like Apollo storming out and shit. Anyway.
Quick question. Yes. Is Kay a bit louder, everyone? Comparatively?
Just a teeny tiny.
I think it's the I change around my like input sensitivity sometimes because sometimes my computer glitches and does not pick me up, so that might be it.
That's fine. I'm gonna drop you down a little bit. That just it's no skin off your back. Just want to make sure that wasn't just me.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I just figured they were exceptionally excited.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
well, there is that.
I'm exceptionally excited about getting to do my like couple lines for this, and then sulking about Maya not being there. If they go through with it, I'm worried about Daddy and Apollo's relationship never being the same if they go through with this, because they did a 2-part sentence that way for some fucking reason.
I just realized I don't have a crystal gif for this scene.
No.
But I've got a task for you. You know Professor Means and how he has that okay like gesture.
Why do you do this to me?
I could also grab it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Suspicious.
I don't like where this is going.
No, neither do I.
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges.
Why are you doing it, making it a gender thing?
Yeah, I was about to say I've known some very dramatic men in my time.
Yeah.
The only response I have to that is
one of them is right here.
Hey,
yeah, like
nice.
Oh.
I was doing it as Apollo.
Oh yeah. Also, the other thing is that literally, like, it's Ace Attorney. Men being the main characters are dramatic as fuck. I don't know. Like, Trucy's right to be like, really? Why are you making it a gender thing, Mr. Sadmati? I don't get it.
Mr. Sadmati.
Yeah, of course she calls him that, because I think, Like, I think she calls him dad as a bit, but like she's trying to be serious right now and is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That just sounds weird.
Have you seen the prosecutors around here? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Have you said the line, Kay, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
I just said, really?
Yeah.
And then, what are you fucking talking about?
Well, sure. 1 minute we're trading blows, and the next we're having drinks together.
Glad you made that
Talking
reference.
about, sir.
We're simple creatures at heart.
I dislike this.
I got the gift, by the way. It's in the bench.
It's more than a still image, but fair enough.
Oh, okay. I could
It's
also
fine.
get the still
It's
image,
fine.
but
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
went through all the trouble of gifting it.
It's fine.
I sure hope you're right.
Don't worry about it.
I sure hope you're right. I really don't think you are.
Oh, hello.
There
Girl,
she
where the
is.
fuck have you been?
It's our favorite girl. I literally though, like I mentioned sometimes outside of stream, like I'm talking about Drifting doing art for like Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, yes, my friend Drifting, best Athena in the biz.
Sorry I'm late, Apollo.
Athena, where the fuck have you been? What
I
happened with
don't know.
what happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that, I ended up going to the wrong airport. You hurt me. I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark.
I figured like something like that happened. Being late and dozing off the two things you do best.
Guilty as charged.
And suplexing police officers.
And that.
Tossing them more like.
You have to toss them.
So then, I take it you have no idea what today's case is about.
I didn't even know what my own case was about, so not a clue. What is today's case about, if I might ask?
Yeah.
Not a locked room mystery, a suspect with a flimsy alibi, or a dying message, which I hate.
Sorry.
Last word, like famous last words.
Sorry. Strike three. You're out. It's a civil case.
Since when is any case civil here? A civil case?
Act like I'm speaking Swahili here.
Well, yeah, you are, so...
Wouldn't Athena speak Swahili though? She's got the weird language multi-classing thing for it.
Who knows?
Swahili
It's just
is
the Right
mostly-
Anything Agency specializes in criminal law, or so I thought.
Yes, Shadow, complete the thought.
I was just to say Swahili is mostly centralized to Africa, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
the only
mostly
thing in-
poking.
It's possible, though. I mean, I wouldn't.
Possible,
rule it
but
out.
yeah, not a thing to expect in like Europe. I wouldn't-
Yeah.
I
not
was trying
likely.
to work out what was. I was trying to work out trying to remember in my head if Zulu or Swahili was the most popular African language, but I would actually have to look that up.
I was mostly poking about. I was mostly poking fun at how she just randomly talks in other languages, mostly European, because it feels so silly. And it's like, yes, we're trying to write a multilingual character. You failed. Sorry, Capcom. This is nothing.
Very funny that they write a multilingual character just like people who write fan fiction do.
Yep.
Zing.
I mean, and the weird part is, in like investigations, you have one of the characters who actually does do a very good job of like speaking broken English.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucked up that they, that with Athena, it's just like, eh.
Oh, don't remind me of LeBlanc.
Because the other thing is, I'm going to point it out again because, and we'll see it more, and I'll probably point it out more when we play Investigations 2, because I feel like they steal kind of the guy. So the main guy who was in charge of Investigations and Investigations 2 was also the guy put in charge of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, and he fucking steals plot things from his own investigations. Like, straight up, Dual Destinies with Callisto, you, and the Phantom are like the same character, different font. And I will not stop yelling about that. And there's other examples. Drifting's boy is very similar to Hugh O'Connor. The person Drifting wants to play. But yeah, sorry. I have too many points put into Ace Attorney knowledge. I can't shut up.
In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney. Because now prosecutors are also not attorneys anymore. They're not lawyers, they're not attorneys, they're nothing.
They're just dramatic people, and we love them.
That's fine, Kay. I specialize in Star Wars lore. It's fine.
Yes.
Right. The other attorney is someone you know very, very, very well.
Really? Who?
Take
a wild guess.
The trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once.
Okay, let's do this.
Apollo, wait, who's the other attorney? Now, where's Mr. Wright?
Funny. Let's go.
Athena, put 1 and 1 together and you get 2. Like, girl, come on. Okay, right behind you. They hit her with the idiot stick.
1 + 1 equals me!
Oh dear.
Right. May 17th, 10:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 6.
I have
Moving up
one.
in the
I'm going
world.
to use it.
Oh boy, is this the Wright versus Justice trial? Oh my god, I'm so ready. Let's fucking go.
Rip it, baby!
The court is now in session.
Well, fuck.
Is this some sort of practice session? A mockery trial, perhaps?
No, it's not, Your Honor.
It's the real deal, Your Honor.
So then you two have had a falling out. I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know?
It's nothing like that, Your Honor.
That's a fucking lie. The judge is a gossipy little bitch who would have this play out in front of him.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I need to keep up appearances.
Don't worry, Your Honor.
I may be a gossipy bitch, and I love presiding over divorce cases.
Really, you seem to
But
have
I
a lot.
need to pretend I'm professional.
Really, you seem to have a lot of murder cases.
Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case.
You know what they say? Divorce is murder. It's not.
I see. Well, here's to hoping this has no adverse effect on your working relationship.
Not at all, Your Honor. After all, we both work for the same agency. So whoever wins, we all get paid.
Goodness gracious.
Wait,
By
we're getting
whom?
paid?
You can say that again. I had no idea we were going up against the boss today. The boss I forgot.
Athena!
You're sure this is a good idea, Apollo? I think we're going to die. I hear boss music.
What? You want to switch sides?
Maybe? Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Maybe the basement. I heard it's lovely this time of year.
Well, at least she is here. I'm really gonna need her help.
I mean,
I don't know. Sorry, go on, Kay.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, as far as the merch is concerned, she kind of is in the basement. So, it's like
Hey,
literally
Athena.
like every year they come out with like the Capcom Cafe or whatever, and she's never there. Athena.
Hey, Athena.
What?
I'll give you a pay raise if you go over this side.
Hey!
Tempting. Just very
Mr.
tempting.
Justice.
I will just say, I think Athena could beat Phoenix Wright in a fist fight.
Yes. That's like the only one, but yes.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer.
That's what I'm afraid of.
As I
That's
said,
exactly what I fear.
the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off.
Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Good.
We're going to fight in the parking lot, I just know it.
In before every paparazzi in the world was in this corner.
Sheesh, you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you?
I don't mind a good fight between co-workers, especially behind a store in a parking lot, but just keep this civil case civil in the courtroom.
See what I said about a gossipy bitch?
Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin.
Right, left, right, left. Halt!
Noble judge, members of the gallery, good day to you all. I am Paul Atherton. This is but the start of my epic campaign, and you all have the honor of witnessing it.
Lord, take
I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder, so to them I say.
Yeesh.
Ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can do for me!
Mr. Atchison, was that crazy contraption you're riding?
That's one of like 10 questions you should be asking right now.
It's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it?
Mickey's get me one!
Yep.
You're at the witness stand at the campaign podium, so come out of there this instant.
Goodbye, my love.
The fucking name tag!
All right. Now that the campaign mobile is safely in my garage, will the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant?
Mr. Attison's complaint against the defendant is simple.
We killed the Batman.
The defendant, one Dirk Sadmadi, stole my client's family heirloom, the Crystal of Ami Faye. Mr. Attison merely seeks its return.
This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It'd be in the rightful hands.
Heartbreaking. Person you hate makes a good point.
Did that heirloom fall out of it? I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement if you would.
The defense asserts the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Khura'in.
Go on.
It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Khura'inese national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Khura'in several weeks ago.
Why, yes. I saw a news report about that.
We played an entire case before about that.
Mm-hmm.
The theft of a Khura'inese national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom. It overshadowed even the theft of Declaration of Independence of Japanifornia.
Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Korean by someone for Dr. Buff to study.
You don't say! And?
Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, who agreed to hand over the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he learned it had been stolen.
Which is a common response to finding out you have something in your possession that was stolen.
It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties.
Mrs. Hamadi also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Korean, once the doctor verified it was the real thing.
I see. So this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Emifei. Both, in this case, is not good. That in turn will determine. That in turn will determine the object's rightful owner.
Spoiler alert, it's both.
Yeah.
Interesting theory.
I think we all know that.
I'd better bring my A game. Go up against Mr. Right won't be a walk in the park.
It won't. Her.
Come to think of it, the name Durek Sant Madi sounds awfully familiar. But I can't recall where I'd heard it.
Oh, it's probably your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist, after all.
My imagination, you say?
Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Korean.
I'm pretty sure I had a Sant Madi here in the courtroom.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Your Honor. It's fine. In Korean, yes. Here, he's just a tourist.
I don't think that's how that works.
Very well. Let's begin the proceedings.
Well, just put it this way.
2, activate.
Let's put it this way. If a whip-wielding Interpol agent comes here, you're the one whose idea it was.
Wait a minute, what?
Meekins, bring in the first witness.
Miles Edgeworth!
Uh-oh.
It's here, sir.
Oh, shit, it's me.
It is you, but it is the other you.
Emma?
Surprise, bitch! Bet you saw that. Bet you think you've seen the last of me. Show some manners, Apollo. We're in court.
I know, it's a civil trial. So I was surprised to see a detective take the stand.
You're not civil. I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff.
What for?
Funsies.
Shits and
You
giggles.
disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve.
First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm just really trying to do my job.
Also, he fucked off to Korean, so...
You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Take some advice from someone who's been there.
Why do I feel like I'm the one on trial here?
Yeah, you just as
You
might as
are.
well be.
Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please.
Alrighty.
You asked for it.
The doctor's dark secret.
Oh dear.
The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time.
I didn't get to do my witness testimony.
Sorry.
And
Fine.
just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study.
So he really is Indiana Jones, good to know.
Among
He's
them
Lara
were a
Croft.
priceless urn and a statue that was stolen from the Fae clan. And a little Godzilla. It seems the Doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the centre of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Attisan residence. Ah. That is a word to get your tongue around. Holy shit.
No, right? The Doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now?
That's the way these trials go.
Well, cat burglar isn't something he'd put on his resume. He was more careful than that. Let's consider him more of a fence. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter. Or he's just Indiana Jones, I guess. Whatever.
The treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory. It's starting to sound like a movie, honestly.
I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena.
They're giving the implication.
Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them.
Borrow.
He would then return them as soon as his research was finished.
I think I've heard of this process. Borrowing something without a consent. What's it called? Pilling? Drilling? Something like that.
According to the Doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning them. He believed he was honouring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. Which is fair. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny. And that's a cool word.
Oh, yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me. I also heard he was related to famous pirate Sir Francis Buff.
So, let's say for a moment the Doctor really did moonlight on stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Karain and brought it back here himself?
Nope. There's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years.
Dirk sweats nervously.
Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone.
Then how do you propose he's stealing? He still needs to leave the house he's in.
Then this really must be the Crystal of Amethyst.
Yes. He stole it from the Attisan residence, probably so he could study it.
Oh, this is the left hook I did not need.
I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo. Also, I was just thinking, at least nobody's throwing anything in our direction this time around.
Yeah, that is positive. Yeah, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves were off, he wasn't kidding.
I can start if you like.
No!
Throw a book at them.
I think he is throwing the book at us.
That's the problem. That's the only thing he's throwing, and it's hitting really hard.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with throwing things across the courtroom.
Just not at me.
Just duck.
Excuse me while I throw questions in your direction, Emma.
Cross-examination.
The Doctor's dark secret.
Come on, boy, just get on with it.
Hold it! How exactly did Dr. Buff arouse the suspicion of the police anyway?
Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him and the Doctor became their prime suspect.
A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Kurain Village, too, if I might add. And they started right around the time the Doctor moved there.
But he was never arrested. I take it that there was nothing concrete linking him to a crime.
No, which is why we were never able to get a search warrant in the first place. It's hard to arrest artifact thieves unless you catch them red-handed. I doubt that, but okay. Still, the police had him under constant surveillance.
Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal?
They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take the urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art. Its design, cracks, and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly.
Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself. So I was shocked to see it there in the doctor's study. I can say without a doubt that that urn was stolen from the Fae clan.
I see.
Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you could.
Right then. I don't think knowing what more about the items would help.
All right, I'm back. Just
Welcome
for the
back.
record. Fire alarms are common in my building. It's probably just somebody burned something. That's usually what it is.
No.
I've almost become immune to them now, except I know they will show up on stream. So,
And of course, you don't want to become immune to them because there might actually be a genuine fire at some point.
I know that, but it's also like they happen so often. People just are burning pancakes or something. I don't know, but it's a.
Be careful.
How do you burn pancakes?
I don't know. I'm saying, for example, I don't know.
Yeah, look,
You can
let
burn
me-
anything if you try
somebody
hard
tried to
enough.
microwave toast in my student halls at one point.
Oh yeah, people are dumb. Okay.
Yeah,
And also
you
you can
forgot
burn
the
anything
infinite
if you try hard
capacity for
enough.
human stupidity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed. You claim.
Also, it could be the weed, man.
That's fair. That's actually a really good point. Thank you for reminding me. I should get out my inhaler because, like, sometimes the smell sort of wafts around. Like, it's not in my apartment specifically, but there's like people around her presumably, and I can smell it. So I should keep my inhaler on hand because that's the thing that sometimes
Good
does
call.
mess with me. And if I laugh too hard, that's why I can laugh too hard my way into an asthma attack, is because I'm already in a building that's not good for me asthma-wise. To be clear,
That's fine.
we're not quite that funny. You can't induce it without extenuating circumstances yet.
You claim he
We'll see
stole.
when we meet in person.
Not
claim
for
it-
the lack of trying.
You claim he
Yeah.
stole a family heirloom from the Atherton residence, but
Basically,
claim
you're saying we're not funny.
No,
We're not funny enough.
yet.
but claiming something doesn't make it true.
Fair point.
Unfortunately, it is true.
Okay.
Sure.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft 1 year ago, in fact.
What? A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year, to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal of Ami Faye was discovered to be missing from the Atchison storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked." Signed, Paul Attishan Wimperson. I'm not going back after that.
Wimperson.
Wimperson.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
He's
shared
got
this.
he's got a double barrel
Wimperson.
name and also, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I shared this fun fact with Laura already, but Apparently, he's based on a specific Japanese politician.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Like known for whining.
Yeah, when I heard the line when I read about this politician online, and then when politician's character says the line, "The children are the future of our nation." That is an infamous speech by this Japanese politician who tried to bluff it off as something like it was under hot water for like false reporting taxes or something, or akin to something like briberies and like embezzlement and things like that. He quite famously completely broke down into a sobbing mess as a result of like intense questioning after the fact that these allegations came out. Surprisingly, he didn't do too well in any of his political career, and that moment of him breaking down during his questioning became sort of memed in Japanese society. Like, there was a reference to it. I think in what anime? I'm gonna have to bring up the page again to find out what anime it was riffed on by. No, I'm gonna have to look it up. What was it? It's what was his name again? Nonomura or something like that? Nonomura.
Yeah, I have it on the Paul Addison Ace Attorney wiki page. Ryutaro Nonomura.
Yutaro, thank you. Yutaro Nonomura, there he is. Japanese fallen position and convicted fraudster. There you go.
Yeah, right.
The way he's described on the wiki is no better. It's a Japanese politician who became an international laughingstock and online meme. Most of the mannerisms Addison showed, I don't know why it uses past tense, but okay. Most of the mannerisms Addison showed in the game, I guess, including the infamous whining and pretending to be ill, are most likely inspired by Nonomura.
Yes.
What an endorsement.
Really yeah. Also, his Japanese name is Kiyoki Masaharu, which can also be read as Seiji, which means politics. And his family name means proper or clean, which is the reverse of his personality, Kiyoki.
Completely. I found the anime that riffed on this thing. It was Gintama.
Ah.
Oh, of course, Gintama's parodied freaking everything.
Yeah.
Where Sakata Gintoki apologizes for a series of the show not ending properly and announced that they will bring it back for another season afterwards.
Goodness.
Anyway, these things I honestly didn't know. So this is
This has been Laura and Kay dunk on a Japanese politician through Ace Attorney trivia. The more you know.
Anyway, your old report certainly lends the asshole politician claims credence. To know who could really have stolen the crystal of Amifei.
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That is nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Therefore, I believe we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items.
Oh god.
Politician Wimperson. Not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why I cut it.
Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'll probably do the same in his shoes.
Yeah, fair enough.
A robbery report added to the court record. If that was my name, I would also be cutting it.
Yeah.
Police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago. Why do I feel the need to repeat this?
But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. That's just the stolen relic is the crystal of Amifei, or Mr. Addison Wimperson asserts.
I doubt the police report is a fake. After all, Emma is the one who submitted it as evidence.
Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow. Ooh, let's have a look-see.
Read the police reports.
Read the police report.
Before it gets updated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
No, and I literally quoted the entire thing.
So has Lockie been picked?
No. So it seems like everything I said was literally from that thing.
Is there anything here?
Can we look at the
Moss.
note? Wait.
What's the email? What's the email?
Paw711 at nmail.
PAW.
Oh,
Sounds like initials to me. Yep.
PAW,
Yep,
the
yep.
initials for the fabricated that
yeah.
reported the stolen, but in fact, this is probably something else. So
Yeah.
it seems
Would the game think to link that?
At this point in time, that's the question, really.
But if it was also
If I can
Reese.
interrupt.
Yes, Burr?
Ebek, I want your opinion on whether what I've put in the bench, whether you could use it in the stream.
Do you know what? That is good. Like, I'm not sure if I mean probably. Tell you what, when I get the stream viewer thing, you and me will talk, pal. Just for the audience sake, so they don't miss out on this marvelous piece of art. I'm gonna have to share this. So
It's really good.
What is it he's holding?
a crystal.
a crystal.
Obviously.
Why is he holding
that's
a crystal?
Now that's good. Yeah, I get
Because
it.
it's
That's
holding a
really
crystal.
cool.
Because you
Instead
can
of
have
just doing the-
yourself a
A
crystal.
crystal.
That's so delightful. Oh
On
my
my-
gosh.
On my streams, I give out a crystal for anyone who says something nice.
Ah.
Jedi Jesus.
I missed that. I did not I did
fine.
not get that reference.
It's fine. It's fine. But if the thing is, he will then know that it's not being stolen. So why is there a report from a year ago saying it's been stolen?
Objection!
Ah.
Yeah.
The music stopped.
The doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence.
What do you mean?
Plus, also, it means that he would have given it willingly, or at least implies it does.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
What about it?
This contains an email from the doctor's computer.
It's not just my dongle.
Email? This little piece of plastic is an email?
No.
Oh, for the love of all
Sure,
that is
Your
that is
Honor.
holy.
I'm afraid I don't understand your technicality.
You're aware, Your Honor.
This stick here can store all sorts of computer data, Your Honor.
I still don't get it.
Here, just look at this.
Through this hole over here?
Look at this thing. We'll give you a bowl of tapioca and you can just quietly munch on that, Grandpa. All right?
It'll be fine.
Apparently, the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented this court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Paul Adrian Wimperson.
I can see why he dropped Wimperson from his name.
Wow.
That's hardly
Wow.
breaking news.
By the fucking judge.
I think this is going to be the running gag for everyone in this entire thing.
Is he going to be a new emir?
At least,
I
people,
know.
at least they
he's a
remember his name.
punching
Look closer, Your Honor. Look harder.
Harder.
Yes.
Ah! His initials!
Mm-hmm. Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul Adrian Wimperson. Now consider this. Email's recipient address starts with 3 letters. That's not me.
PAW? Ah!
This one.
Prisoner
I
of war.
see. Don't tell me.
Oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the doctor to study the disputed item
How about I do anyway?
is none other than Paul Addison Whipperson.
Wait. Then that means.
Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who stole his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the Crystal of Abbey Fae?
Ah!
Opening salvo, Athena.
You're doing great.
We
Why am
never
I
checked
here?
the doctor's emails. We couldn't even figure out the password to his computer. I'm a forensic scientist, not like on the. I'm a forensic scientist for physical things, not computer forensics.
I'm not a hacker woman.
God, I wish you were a Star Trek fan because you'd be like, damn it, Apollo, I'm a forensic scientist, not a hacker.
Look, that's the one Star Trek meme I know, okay?
I love you.
Bones, help! This man's dying! Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a... Wait.
Wait.
Okay, quick, I'll come help.
I'm on it, Captain.
The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the doctor's care so he could study it at the behest of his benefactor.
Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here.
It's probably for another relic, the real Crystal of Abbey Fae. He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually his stolen crystal. And I'm not giving him a crystal.
And how are you so certain that PAW refers to my client's initials?
Yeah, I thought it was Paw Patrol.
Police
that?
and welfare? I don't know. Maybe the email's recipient was a dog lover.
Phoenix, please.
When you play dumb, you don't play that dumb.
Perhaps. So let's get to know your client a little better, shall we? Mr. Paul Addison Whipperson.
I love that Apollo gets to bully this guy.
I suppose shutting down the detractors is all part of a politician's job.
I love how he's actually carrying around a nameplate for himself.
Yeah,
Answer me this, Mr. Addison Whipperson. What is
your birthday.
your birthday?
7-Eleven, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite convenience store?
What? I must admit, I did see that question on Tumblr, and I had to actually think for. I don't think I have a favorite convenience store.
What is your birthday?
My birthday? It's July 11th. Same as my dad. But what is it to you?
It's 7-Eleven, bitch.
Like, same as my dad. Like, for real.
Oh, neat.
Neat.
Oh, I see. You can address your birthday gifts to my office. But, full disclosure, I only accept gifts valued at $1,000 or more.
Jesus Christ!
Wow, what a
I didn't
dickhead.
choose so much.
Phoenix just like I might have. I might have been-
Ellipsis.
Phoenix is like, oh, I'm regretting.
Why's everyone
my
gone silent?
choices.
How can anyone be that self-centered? Alright, politician.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Answered your own question.
Yep.
The last people I saw that self-centered were in a movie and they got murdered by Santa 30 seconds later.
What?
What?
There's a Christmas-themed horror movie called Santa's Sleigh,
Okay.
where Santa goes around murdering people.
Sounds about
Brilliant.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Santa being E. Backerlanders and this person. Santa played by Bill Goldberg.
I forgot that he was in that
No.
movie, yes.
Now I understand why they sing "You Better Watch Out."
You better not cry. Did everyone hear that? He said July 11th in his pretentious way. July 11th, or rather 711, matches the numbers on the email address. Both the name and the birthday are a match. I hardly think that's a coincidence.
I think
not.
not.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, you sneaky little dickwaffle.
Sudden plate.
Looks like someone decided to finally join the conversation. Would the plaintiff care to explain?
No.
And I would like to say that it's quite
what?
Quite the thing you've said. With the words from your mouth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Great politician.
Any other thoughts?
No.
No further comments. I stand by my previous statement. Goodbye.
Hold it!
Who said
Can
you
you
could leave?
order a dick waffle with chicken balls?
You can't just walk away. Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened.
The
I
only one
can't
allowed to leave is
remember.
Simon Blackwell.
Can't remember.
I can't possibly explain matters outside my purview.
Mm-hmm.
Another famed defense from this Japanese politician was answering most of the reporters' questions during this really famous concert by answering, "I don't remember. I don't know. I can't recall." Just constantly at that. Yeah.
I have
Oh, that
no
sounds
memory
like
of it
a-
at this time.
Are you sure it was?
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't a very fat English British bloke with a very blonde hair and wearing a wig? Are you
No,
guys?
it sounds that sounds like a politician I know.
I mean, any high figure that says "I don't remember" is becoming very quickly a laughing stock for the nation. We had a cardinal that was close collaborator with the Pope, and he was when he was interrogated about peathing and the highest echelons of the Catholic Church. He was saying like, "I don't know, I don't remember," and immediately he was made into billions of memes of like John Paul II, "I don't know, I don't remember," and things like that.
I assure you, we're following the rules of COVID, and there was no party.
I mean, one of the most one of
Except
the
for my
most
secretary.
one of the most famous ones is, I have no recollection of it at this time, which I believe is Nixon and Watergate. So
Yeah.
wait, it's famous to the point that it was referenced in Discworld, which is the only reason I know that specific phrasing.
Oh yeah.
See, now you put that in my head. I want to have like I want like a boxing match or a fight between between Johnson, Nixon, and Trump, just like all three of them, just in a ring.
How
Just-
How about an epic rap battle?
Yeah.
Well, I
Isn't-
think Nixon is dead, so you might have
Yeah,
to
I think Nixon's out by default is the problem.
I know, but like if I could like resurrect because then that way everyone wins because everyone sees someone get the shit out being out of them.
You want to send zombie Nixon and Trump? Yes, please.
I mean, I've talked at length about how much I want to fist fight John Wilkes Booth's ghost, so I really don't have a leg to stand on here.
Fair enough.
Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh no, you don't, you slippery eel.
I prefer worm.
It's all right. Would you care to respond?
You slippery bastard.
I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it.
Crunch.
She crunch.
It seems that much is a fact.
As a fact that the stream be crunchy, and I now going to resolve that.
I assert that the crunch has been fixed.
Now we're getting somewhere. Oh shit.
However, it has no bearing on the issue in ownership.
How so?
Mr. Attition, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they had found out. It's a family heirloom, after all.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be kidding me!
Apologies.
It's okay.
Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course, but then he always is. That's why he's my lawyer.
The greatest any called. They want the designs back.
The crystal is precious, Addison family heirloom, and has been for centuries. But Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, he just couldn't say no. I didn't even tell my grandfather.
Objection! But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, you were going to give what you claim to be the crystal Amifay to that person? You were going to give a precious family heirloom away? Just like that?
And I was going to explain everything to grandfather later. Honest.
Too late. That's in the court record now. Get fucked.
My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps.
He's going to regret that decision at some point.
And if refusing him would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson, I doubt the kindly old man would have said no.
Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled.
I mean, that is
No.
true.
No, that's how you
That's
get
what
spoiled.
grandfathers
Brad.
are for.
Your Honor, please. I mean, it's been in the families for centuries.
Hey, Apollo, where are my grandkids?
My grandfather
Shut up,
thinks
you!
highly of my talents as a politician.
Oh dear.
That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today.
It sparkles.
I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystal as I saw fit.
Grandpa's spoiled little brat.
I think the judge is buying it, Apollo. Unfortunately.
No surprise there. He's always gone on about his own grandchildren after all.
Mm-hmm.
Also, have you ever met a more gullible person in those games?
Excuse me. Can I leave now, Mr. Wright? I believe my work here is done.
By all means, Detective Sky. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. It's nice to testify at a civil trial once in a while. See you around.
Instead of a murder
I'm
trial.
out, bitches. Goodbye.
Also, I love how very Shadow interjection that was
Yes.
like, excuse me, can I just go?
Can I leave now?
In my head, Kit, I believe we all agree that the fact that they put her in high heels is stupid.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I want to see her in sneakers and raise you.
Yep.
Not just sneakers, but Heelys, and she just Heelys out. What I think specifically is like it's the Heelys that like you can take out the wheel if you need to, and so she can take out the wheel if she's in like a lab setting. But like if she wants to Heely out of the courtroom, she can damn well Heely out of the courtroom.
She does it in
And
this
she
case
does.
because, yes.
Yeah, you know, lab safety, but also Heely.
Like, so long, suckers!
I'm out, bitches.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Goodness.
I know
I do
why she has to leave so
Uh,
urgently. I
why?
do know why she had to leave so urgently.
Right.
Oh, now
Well,
that
she
the
hasn't
only
been eating-
sane person. Sorry, go ahead.
She hasn't been eating any snackoos today, has she?
I just want to play Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, I
For
think
some reason,
it's
it's been
mainly that.
released early in this universe.
Well, actually, pardon that very nerdy interjection, but it is 2028, so
So it's been
definitely
out
has been
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, it's
I'm on my
it's
second
it's
playthrough.
Outlaws 2 that has been released today.
Yes.
Sorry for actually, I didn't realize
it's
until
fine. I was riffing anyway, so
yeah. But honestly, I like the idea of Emma being into that game. That's lovely.
Also, doesn't young Emma have like a DS or something?
Yeah, I believe both Maya and Emma in like art have DSs. So, I
Yeah.
think they're both pink. Don't quote me on that. And I do have a pink DS now, so I will be incorporating it if I do a cosplay of either of them.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Now that the only sane person has left the courtroom, it seems that the facts have changed somewhat.
Fair enough.
Mr. Wimperson apparently left his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed?
Oh, all right. Now what?
Apollo, let's hear what they know about this so-called crystal of Emmy Faye. Maybe we can find some inconsistencies in their statements.
Right. Okay then, Mr. Wright. If the item in question really is an Atchison family heirloom, then let's hear all your client knows about it.
Of course. Mr. Attition Wimperson.
I love how they're just.
Yeah, they're just going with it.
I can't actually blame them though.
Please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin.
All right. Now then, listen and learn. This is the tale of the Crystal of Amifei and the illustrious history of the Attishan clan.
Now this is a story all about the Crystal of Amifei.
In West Japanifornia, born and raised.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Great
Can't
balls
believe
of
you do
fire.
this.
Are you ready?
No.
Our story begins back in the old country when the Attishan family reigned supreme.
You mean in Japan?
Crossing up no witness testimony. Getting ahead of myself.
Thank you, announcer. The illustrious history of the Attishan clan.
Thank you, brother announcer.
My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler.
Uh-huh.
He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the locals. Oh yes, because spirit mediums are a majority now. Everyone's walking around day by day, just channeling spirits.
It should be, because that's how it would work if it was passed genetically, but no! Sorry. This is one of the cases where I'm like, fuck canon, there are more spirit channelers.
Some
Doesn't make
discriminated
sense.
against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power.
Canon is a suggestion at best, and you know this.
Yeah, no, I know this. Drifting, you are the person who has helped me internalize this, but also... That's all.
As thanks, Amy Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. And I am descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of history.
Well, that devolved into a great load of self-aggrandizing propaganda fast.
So what's the real history in between all the colonization bullshit? I'd love to know.
It's a very good question. I cannot answer it, though.
Oh, hello.
I
Was I missed?
thought you were going to say cult bullshit.
Let me turn you up a little bit. You're a bit quiet there, my friend.
Yeah, he's been eaten by. He's
You're,
been eaten by.
you're already up to 150%.
Oh, no.
You need to. You're something's up with your mic, my friend.
I'll have a
Might
look.
be the internet connection.
Eaten by a
Could
crew.
be that.
It also might be.
It could also be the internet. It's been a bit wonky over there.
Yeah, it seems to be throwing you out quite a lot.
It's been throwing me back and forth, admittedly.
It's been
As you can see, Mystery's internet is a bit crap today. And the Crystal of Ami Faye is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Attition.
And you have proof that it has always been in the Attishan family?
I have someone who gave a statement to that effect.
Well, shit.
Fuck.
My
That's
client's
okay.
neighbor, one Yves Shinetto, age 85, gave the following statement. The Attishans showed me the crystal back when I was but a lad.
Objection. Can we really trust the memory of an old man?
Wow, rude.
Mr. Justice?
Oh, really quick. Ives Shinetto is a play on I've seen it all. So I've seen it all.
I've seen
Which
it all.
Which is I hate it, but okay.
I hate it. I was
It's kind of
trying.
delightful.
I was trying to figure out what was it. Eve? Was it Ives? Was it
Yeah.
Shine too? Was it Shinetta?
Me too.
I
hate it. I hate it.
Yeah,
Right,
I
we
was the
hate
one having
it.
to say it, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Yeah. There's some worse ones coming up.
Oh God.
that one pun alone has pushed me into my 50s.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, dear. It has aged him.
Would you care to explain that statement to the judge?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to. What I'm trying to say is,
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Just staring
Never
like.
underestimate.
Oh God, no, no!
You kind of walked into this one, Apollo.
Explain to me where that's from.
That's from
It's-
ReZero.
It's a ReZero thing. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's generally for when any kind of bad shit's going down, or is it specifically related
It's
to?
specific to Subaru whenever something wibbly's happening.
Yes,
Oh, dear.
there you go.
Never underestimate the memory of your elders, Mr. Whippersnapper. I may forget my verdicts the next day, but my memories of the past are clear as day.
I think
can
that's
relate.
later.
Well, that has implications I don't like.
Therefore, I find Mr. Terrible Punt's statement to be perfectly credible.
Wow, did you see how Mr. Right got a judge on his side? That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve.
you're not helping, Athena.
I'm helping.
Don't worry, I learned it the hard way.
How are you friends with Blackwell and not have that up your sleeve yet?
He stole it from me.
You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice.
Mr. Narrator?
Damn it, I was muted. I'll do it again.
Oh no.
Cross-examination! For real this time.
The illustrious history of the Attition clan. Alright. So, I'm guessing we've got to cut through all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Which is a lot, so get to cutting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a politician who's named politician. He is made of 99% bullshit. Even I'm in awe of his ability to bullshit.
It's not even the good kind of bullshit that you grow crops on.
Also, you know it's fucked up when even Phoenix Wright thinks you're bullshitting.
My personal headcanon is that Phoenix is like, okay, I am your lawyer, but I'm gonna make you regret every single second of it.
Yep.
I'm
Honestly,
hoping that's where we're going.
I cannot reveal specifics, but I do think you're right.
Nice. Good. I would have to have words with Capcom otherwise.
Words.
You'll see.
No, for real,
Words.
this is my heel turn. I'm fully I'm fully evil now.
Wait,
Sure.
Ace Attorney is wrestling the entire time? I'll accept that into my headcanon.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
What's wrong here?
Everything.
You stated that Amy Faye had the crystal made for your ancestor? So am I to assume it was made in Japan?
Oops.
That's right. The craftsmanship is unbeatable.
Well, that's strange. I don't see how your so-called crystal could have been made there.
What are you talking about?
It's quite obvious if you take a closer look at this. This marking here.
Yeah.
Made in Kurain.
If you look at the bottom, it says "Made in Kurain." Take a look at the distinctive design here, according to Dr. Buff. It's a Mitama motif, dating back to the early days of the Kingdom of Kurain.
Basically what I said.
Basically, yeah.
The Kingdom of Kurain. And you base this on?
Yeah. This piece of evidence, Your Honor. These are the Doctor's research notes on the Founder's Orb. Note the circled section, Your Honor. This is the box in which the orb was originally stored. It features the same pattern as the one found on the orb.
They are the same picture.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between this picture and this picture.
They're the same picture.
Therefore, I assert that the disputed item must have been made in the Kingdom of Kurain.
Yeek! A plucker.
The Kurain channeling technique originated in the Kingdom of Kurain. And Ami Faye is known to have traveled there to train.
And
With that in mind, what's to say she didn't bring that pattern back with her?
Objection! But since this is clearly a Kurainese design, not even you can deny the possibility it was made there, in the Kingdom of Kurain.
Anything's possible to some extent. That doesn't make it true.
Bruh.
So you can't conclude that the orb is from Kurain based solely on that pattern. If it were that simple, I could just say as easily that it's Japanese.
Cautious look at it, it's like, man, the sexual tension in this room is incredible.
yep.
I have to agree with Mr. Wright. The pattern alone proves nothing.
This is the age comment coming to bite me in the arse again, isn't it, Athena?
Yep. Sure is.
I mean, we've already proven there's a kick me sign on the defendant's bench. That's
That's true.
Is there a kick me sign on the defense's bench?
Yes.
Yes, I
Clearly
put
there
it there.
But that also means there's no basis to claim, sorry, and then a window covered by this one. This also means there's no basis to claim the item in dispute was made in Japan either. At this rate, we're going nowhere very fast.
He's right. We're just spinning our wheels here.
I wonder if we have any evidence that could break this stalemate.
We do. We just need to figure out which one.
Evidence that could break the stalemate.
Does not exist. We're packing up, we're going home. Bye.
I don't think we do have anything. The robber report wouldn't do any. The Moss is useless. The Renko's useless. No.
I will say, this trial is trickier than usual.
No.
I mean, if it is stolen, why is it at the bottom of a cave?
Touche. I just don't think that's it. It's
Hold on.
Also, I'm going to go grab some food. If Athena has something to say, Laura, can you take her for a second?
Okay.
Thank you. Be right back.
Can I see the site of the floor plan?
floor plan.
Okay, that's fine. What about the glasses? No, that's for later.
I don't think we've got anything.
Yeah, maybe indeed the answer is it doesn't exist yet. That will take us somewhere.
I mean, it's not going to punish us, so let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be anything we can use. At least not at this point. Trixie game, Trixie.
Well, unless we can find something, this trial won't be going anywhere. What a dweeb.
Much better.
What's his deal?
Use the Hangman's Gambit and Logic Dive, then it'll become clearer.
Oh no!
I have a suggestion. Why don't we consider this from a different angle?
Thank you very much, Kai the Firebird.
Can't believe you do this.
I'm listening.
What if the Defiant Dragons really were authorized to take possession of the relic?
Sorry, I was trying to put my cat to sleep. I'm afraid I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Wright.
He means get Chaka to stop tap dancing on his keyboard.
Yeah. And stealing my microphone.
I'm stealing the decoy and the microphone.
Yes.
Ah.
Kitty.
Consider the orb transfer agreement, which states, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm.
Uh-oh.
What if, as the last part suggests, this was written under duress? That would render the agreement null and void.
Well, what are you getting at?
What are you suggesting, Mr. Wright?
While you were on your little cave expedition, I was investigating Dr. Buff's accident.
I was
He was
starting to
drowning
blame-
in there.
He has lungs.
That's the problem.
There was something you overlooked, Mr. Justice. Namely, that his accident might have actually been murder.
Can't we just have one civil trial? Just one?
No.
No.
Murder?
Moira.
We've had an hour of civil trial, and that's enough.
Not the murder.
Just one. Just
What
one.
about
But-
first murder? Second murder.
Mr. Wright.
Kay is making a Lord of the Rings reference.
I didn't know where I was going with it. I tried.
I understood it anyway, and I appreciate
It
it.
was a good reference.
Thank you.
Do you realize such statements are not to be made lightly?
We've had one murder, yes. What about second murder?
Yeah, there you
Laura, I
go.
love you.
There it was.
Thank you, Laura.
I'm gonna credit that to Kay first.
Thank
Are
you.
you suggesting that a doctor was murdered by the Defiant Dragons?
Yes, but follow me on this for a second. The books that came tumbling down were from the archaeology shelf. However, amongst that mountain of books was a single volume on psychology. What's more, there was some blood on it.
And coffee.
And you feel this is important because...
The books that came tumbling down were from the top shelf, the archaeology books. And they all came tumbling down, tumbling down. We know this because the Doctor's books were meticulously organized by subject.
Yes.
Archaeology took up the entire shelf, so that psychology book is completely out of place.
Interesting. I don't like where we're going with this.
Come to think of it, the shelves were arranged quite carefully.
It's also worth noting that psychology books only take up a tiny part of the bottom shelf. You might wonder why a book on psychology was found amid a pile of archaeology books,
Oh, it's for a kid.
but I believe I can explain what that single out-of-place book was doing there. The Doctor was struck from behind while selecting a psychology book from the shelf.
And that's when the blood got on the book.
Precisely. And to make it look like an accident, he was buried in a mountain of archaeology books.
Objection! Wait a second. This is all just speculation, right? Or do you have a proof that it was murder?
Of course I do.
You do?
No,
He's
Sloppy.
Phoenix Wright, of
Oh,
course
no.
he does. Of course he does.
Oh,
On a
Apollo,
hunch.
honey.
On one of my classic hunches, I had Detective Sky examine a doctor's head wound. She found that I'd been struck by the corner of an object or other.
Wait, what?
A wound like that couldn't have resulted from a fall to the floor, you know? Do you understand what this means, Mr. Justice?
He was attacked by Agent 47.
The wound makes it crystal clear that Dr. Buff was murdered.
She
Also,
was
this is
thrown
the,
out of the book.
This is the updated autopsy report all over again.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoever
that
stands
was
on the
unexpected.
prosecution side has an updated autopsy report.
Oh, that's why he was visiting his boyfriend.
What the fuck we break out of a stalemate like this? He pulled the ladder right out from under us.
Still, if he thinks that's enough to make me back down, he's got another thing coming.
He had it coming.
Even if the cause of death was murder, what makes you think it was the Defiant Dragons? You should know better than to hurl baseless accusations.
Did you forget who you were up against, Mr. Justice?
Huh?
You didn't actually think I'd come to court without witness and evidence, did you?
Well, I kinda hope so.
What are you talking about?
Well, this time I've had time to prepare.
Ah, fuck.
No.
I would like to request further testimony from the plaintiff. Specifically, I would like the court to hear how he saw one of the rebels leaving the crime scene.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
He saw what?
Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright, is it too late to switch to your side?
No, stay with me.
Yeah, you
if
can
could
switch,
prove it
but
was- Yes?
you can switch. You're just not getting the raise.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Well then, if he can prove it was murder, that's the end of our client's right to the orb.
Ah, but did he see the quote unquote rebels leaving the scene before or after the murder? Like when we
question.
came out of the house.
Did he have this up his sleeve the whole time?
How could Mr. Wright do this to us?
To you, not me.
You're here. You're on this side of the bench, aren't you?
Yeah,
Why
and...
is he a better prosecutor than defense attorney?
Uh-oh.
He was just waiting to spring this trap.
Hey, Apollo, I think we're fucked.
This trial was to be such a nice civil case, and you had to ruin everything, Mr. Wright, as usual.
Fair point.
But I must mention, Mr. Wright, that you have yet to identify the murder weapon.
But I have. The object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime.
Huh?
The murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere.
But I thought it was the book.
Dr.
did I.
Buff's autopsy report added to the court record.
I don't like where this is going.
Well, I never thought I'd be deliberating the issue of murder at a civil trial.
Dr. Buff was struck with the corner of some object. The time of death is between 10 and 11 p.m.
I would have gotten away with it too if it over that damn attorney.
Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging after being struck with the back of the head with the corner of an unidentified object.
Oof, that's not a
Shadow.
good way to go.
Likelihood of happening?
Yeah, pretty likely. If
Yeah.
if he's
But-
old, you beat somebody hard enough, that because
If
that's
the
a
book,
stroke.
if the book is hard enough.
Yeah, because that's also technically a. Well, you can strokes aren't traumatic by nature, but you can have a stroke after a traumatic injury
Yeah.
I'll
that
med-
book
I'll
looks
medical
like
expert
it was
everyone.
paperback.
because there's two because there's two types of stroke. There's a hemorrhagic stroke, which is caused by a bleed on the brain, and then there's an infarction, which is basically where a blood vessel gets blocked and the part of the brain doesn't get any oxygen.
Also, Ebek, can we see the glasses of the doctor again? Meant he couldn't read anything without these. They were found on his desk. Something about that bothers me. I don't know what.
The fact he wasn't wearing them to get a book.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know what bothers you. How would he know which book to take without his glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did not follow the ladder. He was struck, and then the books were dropped down to look like an accident.
Or he was placed there entirely. He was placed there. His entire location is entirely fake.
Yeah, and the time of death.
Time of death would be accurate, I imagine.
Yeah, time of death's correct. It's just it's just made to look like an accident.
Have you read the line, by the way, Burr?
Yes.
Cool.
All right, Mr. Wimperson, your testimony, if you please. Your testimony, as it were.
Prepare to be dazzled.
He's added tape.
Dazzled by a charismatic oration forged in the crucible of campaign battle.
I thought it
More
was
like
his
champagne
fingerprints.
battles.
So you asked ChatGPT to write it for you. Okay, I get it.
Oh my god.
God, I just had to. No, I'll let.
Witness testimony.
I had to put it with some idiot going, "Oh yeah, like ChatGPT knows law." Like,
No, it doesn't.
I'm going to walk into the ocean and.
There was a case
come
a
up-
month ago proving that wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
The rebel's crime.
That evening, I was walking alone, lost in thought.
Well, like lost in the woods.
I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Laval. He was running out the front door. It was around 10 at night. Surely that must have been him fleeing the scene of his crime. A vote for me is a vote to end such violence. That is my promise to you.
No.
No.
Cease.
So, the plaintiff saw a possible suspect fleeing from the doctor's residence. And it was within the window of the estimated time of death.
That's horrible. What in the world were you doing there then?
Being horrible, obviously.
Being an idiot.
Yeah, but if he was flying the place around 10, that means the moider had to happen before 10. It couldn't have happened immediately when he flied because he had to rearrange things to look like an accident.
It seems Mr. Arable was loitering around Kurain village that day. There's evidence he was in the doctor's study as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Justice?
Oh, fuck. You mean the suitcase?
Exactly. He must have been in quite the rush to leave that behind. Oh, and by the way, Your Honor, Mr. Arable just so happens to be sitting in the gallery today.
Oh,
See? That's him trying to escape as we speak. I've already got the bailiff's position to capture him.
Meekins, don't let that man get away. Right, you backstabber. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?
Because it helps my case. Get on with it.
He's a feisty one, sir.
All right. The counsel/defense may question the plaintiff/witness once more. We have 2 cases for the price of 1. Please proceed, Mr. Justice.
Burr talks to himself for half an hour.
This is getting worse, Athena.
Cross-examination.
I'm gonna go grab some popcorn.
Oh, please bring me some.
I make no promises.
Can I join you, little lady?
No.
Salty or sweet, Mr. Justice?
Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Arable?
Right here, under this tree.
We knew the tree would become relevant.
Yeah.
I saw him dashing out of Dr. Buff's front door.
That is a relevant place to be.
And he didn't notice you?
Nope, I was hidden by the tree.
Is it really all that important to know from where the plaintiff saw Mr. Harble?
Yes.
By
Yeah,
this point,
Yes.
you can't even think to answer your own question in that front.
Yeah, I believe it matters a lot. I asked that it please be added to the witness's testimony.
I was under this tree when I saw Mr. Abal.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, his behavior was incredibly suspicious. His eyes were darting all around as he ran off in total panic. As soon as I saw that, I knew he had done something and it probably wasn't good.
Despite that, you still didn't report it to the police?
He ain't no snitch.
Who would have thought that he had killed Dr. Buff? Not me. That's why I didn't report him.
Oh, hell.
So the witness didn't see a fucking huge window with a great view of the deceased? Is that an important statement, Mr. Justice?
Again, what do you think?
Probably.
Yes, it's important. I request the witness add it to his testimony. Again.
Sure, why not?
You activated our trap cards.
I had no idea that Dr. Buff was dead. That's why I didn't call the police. Yeah.
Hey, do you remember what the building looks like? Do you remember what the building looks like?
Nope.
Let's show you.
I
Massive
cannot comment at
fucking
this time.
window. Massive fucking window.
I don't recall at this moment.
Mr. Ashton Wimperson, rather than
Great.
Mr. Arable, wasn't there something else that should have had you have your undivided attention?
Like what? Oh, yes, of course. A politician must also keep his... Oh, well,
Sorry,
never mind.
but you're way off. You're way off.
I am.
Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice?
Fuck yeah. If the witness saw Mr. Arable from his position here, then he should have also been able to see the doctor's body. After all, it was right next to the huge window.
Why, I believe you have a point there.
Yeah, we sure
you
do.
think?
With the body that clearly visible to the witness, it's unthinkable he wouldn't have reported it to the police.
Ah!
Would the witness care to respond? No.
Yeah, you fell asleep.
God.
Did he fall asleep?
Mr. Wimperson? Hello, Polly Barrett! Polly!
Hey!
This is your 7 o'clock alarm!
There are many sides to any issue.
Don, I was hoping you was an ex-politician there.
What did I ever do to deserve this?
Be blood, I guess.
You
I
allowed
think
yourself to be
you've lost
hired by
his-
me.
In any case, I'd like the court to acknowledge the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. Mr. Ashton Wimperson Did you really see Mr. Arable?
Yes. Goodbye.
Hold it! Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I thought I returned to my seat, seeing as I'd already answered the question.
This is some small town hall debate, so you just stay right there until I say we're through.
I'll have to run that by my campaign manager before I...
Objection! Just... Yeah.
Mr. Titian Wimperson, I think it's time for you to come clean.
What Edgeworth bullshit are you pulling out now, Mr. Wright?
Huh?
I learned from the best.
So then,
Uh-oh.
does this mean he didn't see Mr. Arable?
As your lawyer, Mr. Titian Wimperson,
I advise you to shut the fuck up.
I advise you to divulge that matter we discussed. Silence is no longer an option.
Are you sure about this? In the midst of running for office, I can't afford to let any strange rumors get out.
He was dogging, wasn't he?
Don't worry. You won't suffer any blowback for what you're about to reveal.
Blowback? I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Mr. Wright.
Not to worry, Your Honor. Nothing untoward will come of this, I promise. Now then, Mr. Justice. Remember how it was an anonymous caller that reported the doctor's death?
Come to think of it, Emma, who was the first one to discover the body?
About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
Wait, you're not saying that.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The anonymous source who contacted the police after discovering the body was my client, Mr. Paul Letition Wimperson.
What? You don't say.
So you see, he played his part as a concerned citizen, quite admirably, if I may say so.
That would be a first.
Isn't that right?
Yes, indeed. In our society today, there are too many who choose indifference over righteous action. But I don't number among them. That's why I did my duty as a concerned citizen. One might call me the model citizen, one worthy of standing above the rest.
What a real standard bearer he is, reporting in anonymously.
Oh, and by the way, Mr. Justice, wasn't there someone else at the scene of the crime when my client discovered the body?
Oh no.
Oh, you mean Mr. Arable? You would have been leaving the doctor's house right around then. Wait, that means...
Uh-oh.
Yes, it does. In short, what my client witnessed was Mr. Arable fleeing the scene of a heinous murder.
You don't have any evidence, Miss. That's only circumstantial evidence, Mr. Wright.
And that's not all. Based on what we've heard so far, Mr. Arable looks exceedingly suspicious. And that's putting it mildly.
I'm guessing...
Bullshitting again.
Was that?
He's bullshitting again.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that it was Dats that made the call to the police.
I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are Phoenix Wright. That's kind of in your thing. But you're bullshitting, sir.
We already know the Defiant Dragons threatened the Doctor with bodily harm. And now that they've killed him, the so-called orb transfer agreement is null and void.
Yeah, but
We
then
can
why?
take something from you, Chris.
But then why would they heal him? Because then it makes the agreement null and void.
Apollo, if we can come up with some kind of counter-argument.
And what sort of evidence do you have? Can you actually prove that it was Mr. Arabelle who killed the Doctor?
That move had desperate written all over it.
It's all I've got, so I'm gonna go with it.
We really are the anxiety team, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Apollo, I've told you to improve your handwriting when it comes to that. Evidence? I suppose it's true I don't have any.
No.
I knew it.
But I do have another witness.
Oh, for
Oh,
fuck's
fuck.
sake.
Oh no!
You should know I always come fully prepared, Mr. Justice.
That's
If
all
that
right.
isn't the
No,
biggest
wait.
bullshit of them all.
At least that's how I like to make it look.
That's different.
And my new witness will provide testimony proving Mr. Arabelle's guilt.
No,
My next witness is the victim.
Oh no, necromancy.
Yes, I've been a necromancer all along.
Uh-oh.
That makes sense. You could resurrect your career successfully.
True.
Now,
No.
boys.
The girls are fighting again.
That I can see, Athena. You want to come over here and have a snack too?
Yeah, that sounds
Oh,
great.
you got
Where
some.
the fuck are you going?
Anywhere, please. Also, a new witness. I wonder who it could be. Give me that food.
Munch.
Very well.
Give me that food.
Beacons, please summon our new witness.
After the break.
I'm very
Yes,
simple.
break
Just feed me
time.
and I'll come to your
Can I
side.
have a rest? Can I have a rest first?
No.
Yeah. Well, yes. We are. We'll be having a quick break. The first, basically, for 5 minutes while we go to refill our drinks, and we go for the last 45 minutes of the show. Time has just kind of rolled away from us. It seems tonight. We'll be right.
Fun.
It's been fun so
Time
far.
flies when you're having fun.
Indeed. We'll be right back, everyone. Don't go anywhere. Buy some lace and string. Fair enough. Right then, welcome back, everyone. We're back, everyone. We're back for part 2 of tonight's episode of Silly Voices Saturday, and it's been a wild ride so far. As we've turns out looks like we've got a murder on our hands.
But we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
A
It's still-
murder in our civil case? No.
it's still
But wait, there's more!
There's about 42
More
minutes left of
action than you
our
think.
lovely voices. Let's get on with it.
A moida, pues, por favor.
In the meantime, the court will take a brief recess.
Not the
Just
game, not
need
us.
to
We've taken a
have
resource.
some snacks. I would like both sides to bring me food. Understood?
Sure. Let me just pull up just on my phone.
What you having?
Oh, well, I was joking. A day as Apollo.
Chicken balls.
Yeah. I was
I
going to say,
already-
what you having?
I already had Just Eat today.
Hamburgers, of course.
Ah,
Mhm.
hamburgers. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a saku?
Yeah,
Mr.
hamburgers, Apollo.
Elgin's
Yes.
famous
I would like you to eat it.
No,
I
17.
would like this snack too.
District Court, definite. It'll be number 3.
I did actually have a hamburger today.
Nice.
Wow. I knew Mr. Right would put up a tough fight, but
Yeah, just when I thought we had him, he turned the tables on us. Which is not a surprise, honestly. He really is the turnabout terror. But
you can't let him blindside us again.
Looks like they've got me again. 3 times 1 year. That's a new record.
That's... Please. No more new records. Or bad puns while you're at it.
New
Can't promise anything.
record!
New record!
It's hard enough trying to help you as it is.
No record.
Roger that. I'll be more careful next time.
Dance. Is what Mr. Wright said true? Did you really pay a visit to Dr. Buff that night?
Sure did. Can't remember the exact time though.
Oh, that's convenient.
I understand that reference.
God damn it.
All I know is he wouldn't hand over the orb. Someone put in his head that the rebels were dangerous. That's why he threw me out.
Ah, so the doctor was still alive when Dats last saw him.
We still have to prove it, though.
Better brace yourself, son.
Winter's
The winter is coming.
Psych. Not Jinx, but you want me a drink?
Chaka, stop eating the microphone.
Chaka! Kitty.
Can't promise anything.
The next witness's testimony could make or break this case.
Yeah, I know. Hey, where's Trucy?
She's in the basement.
I went to go see her dad. She's probably locked somewhere.
Maybe she's still mad.
I would be too. More like worried. Worried that this trial will create a rift between you two. And that you might then leave the agency.
Do that and you don't get paid, Apollo.
She has an active imagination.
She's scheduled just fuck off completely.
Excuse me. The trial will be resuming shortly.
Well, let's go see what new testimony awaits us.
Let's go see what new horrors await us.
Just do your best, boy.
Sure thing, Daddy-o. May 17th.
Oh,
Yes.
you are 35 years old.
Well, I'm 32. He is,
I know that.
I was
Apollo
just expecting Dirk.
Apollo is, I believe, 25.
I was just expecting Dirk to be
It
like,
might be
Are we
24.
referring to my
Dad.
age or Dirk?
I was saying the age in an insulting manner.
Oh,
To imply that you are old, or your character is old.
Apollo is 24
Ah,
in this game.
child.
I've got to
Small
be
one.
in my late 40s, early 50s then, surely.
But
Dirk
he likes using
is...
100-year-old phrases like Daddy-o.
Hang on. I'm
45.
Okay, you
45.
beat me. I just
I'm
found
old,
him age 22 on the wiki, which for some reason they have, because he, even though his sprite never appears that way. I guess it was in the
I was
art book.
expecting- Mystery, can you get Mystery? Can you give us a sniff followed by the line? That's the first time you called me dad.
That's the first time you called me dad.
There we go.
Aw.
I'll be rooting for you, son!
He might have been your father, but he sure as hell wasn't your daddy. I'm Mary Poppins, yo. Alright, courts is back in session.
Of course.
Mr. Wright, you said he had a witness.
Yes, I have a child.
Your Honor, I would like to call the lone survivor of the doctor's murder to the stand.
Oh.
Wait, you can't mean that Sarge is here. You mean Dr. Buff's reclusive son? How'd you get him to cooperate?
I beat him in a game of War Thunder.
Nothing a little persuasion couldn't handle.
See, that sounds ominous.
Nat 20, let's go.
I revealed
you-
to him that I am the Legend 27.
God. Man, you mentioning War Thunder there just reminded me of something I saw in my news today of the ongoing combat in Ukraine. A Ukrainian Bradley crew, armored fighting vehicle, not a tank, managed to button up and eliminate a T-90 main battle tank. They then interviewed the crew. The gunner in question was originally supposed to be a trooper, but due to medical issues, they were put onto the vehicle track. And he was quoted as saying that he learned where the weak points of the T-90 are on War Thunder.
From the documents that were leaked.
I'm playing
in the
it.
Discord server.
Yeah. Also, if anybody needs a definition for buttoning, it's where you hit the tank sight so they can't see what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, Russian tanks don't have backup sights, so hitting them in the viewpoints blinds them completely. So yeah, more Russian tank problems.
Yes.
The poor child only agreed to help if you meant catching the killer.
Getting a kid like that to overcome his fear. Now that's impressive.
It must be really important testimony for the kid to come out in public like this. The kid I don't know and have no clue about.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please call your witness to the stand.
Oh, this is gonna get fun.
You're right there.
It's gonna be the helicopter again, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, I thought so.
Nice.
You still only get the helicopter. I'm still initiating my defense strategy.
Oh my!
Sergeant Buff, at your service, sir.
The drone. Really?
What did you expect?
No bad mouthing or I'll demote you back to private.
Mr. Wright, can you explain? I thought I identify as attack helicopter was just a stupid joke made by the Wright. It turns out it's true.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Past traumas rendered it impossible for the witness to venture into public. Leaving home was hard enough, and it seems leaving the witness lobby was just too much.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
But I would still like to continue with the testimony delivered via drone.
I understand. It must be terrible to lose one's father like that. But testimony via remote control toy? Oh, let's take things for a spin. Not like we've done it fucking 3 times already, and see how it goes.
Parrot,
you-
Orca, the list gets on.
It's about, hey, you know.
It'd be like that.
We've had the murderer on the radio.
It makes sense to just be like, well, let's give it a spin. You know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It was like,
Could be
fuck it,
worse.
let's go.
What could
Hey,
possibly go wrong?
Business as
Is
usual.
this a
in
regular
court
thing in
purposes.
your country?
Just who's piloting this trial anyway?
Beep beep.
The judge warmed up to the idea fast.
I think the phrase you're looking for is gave up.
I
With
think
your
that happened at the start of everything, so.
With your lot, a man has
You
to
disappoint me,
be
Corporal, just because I
open-minded.
called you my friend. Defending the man who killed Papa? That's full-on treason, soldier.
Your Honor, I'd like to raise an objection to an armed drone in the court.
it's a nerve gun.
Don't test me that I won't have to bring up my arms.
That only makes the fact that Simon is not allowed to have a katana even funnier.
I hereby demote you back to private.
Corporal? Private? What the fuck?
It's a long story.
Why wasn't I there for that? It would have been fun.
Noden, are you ready to testify, youngster?
Locked and loaded, sir. Ready to rain lead down upon the perpetrator. Ha 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 ha!
Did he just mimic my laugh?
Yes.
Witness testimony. Announcer. We need the booming voice version of that.
It's not working.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Hello.
no.
Hello.
Do you hear my beautiful announcer voice?
Yes.
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 Okay.
So this is a cross-examination, or is it a witness testimony?
That's the one. What happened that evening?
Okay, thank God. Okay, sorry about that.
Papa met with someone the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designated Gats getting ejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it!
So he was thrown out, but later returned and committed murder, did he?
That makes politician's statement absolute bullshit.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. So the man my client saw really must have been the fleeing Mr. Arable.
Objection! Right, you backstabbing no good. I didn't kill no one.
It's the
double
enemy!
negative.
Ready all missiles and fire!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And we have it on the murder. Good job.
Capitalist pig! I'll turn you into a pork stroganoff.
That does
What?
sound good.
And that's just a taste of my ultimate anti-swine weapon.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It fires missiles too.
That was my
Hey,
line.
No, Apollo.
Yes, well, the witness is on the own, Mr. Justice.
Hey, Apollo, I'm just gonna go hide behind this desk. Good luck.
I think I'm gonna join her, Apollo.
You're on your own.
I think I'm gonna go
Yeah.
look where Miss Wright went.
Hey, do you guys want some snackoos?
Yes.
Yes, please. I enjoy snackles while watching a cross-examination.
What happened that evening?
Pass the bag under the desk.
Or siege defense. Hold it!
That's the thingy.
Sarge, I've always wondered, who or what are you battling?
Exclamation point!
3.
That's... classified.
Wait, if it's the exclamation point, can it be?
Yes.
Nice.
Even so,
Honestly, it should have been.
it may be relevant in to this case.
You triggered a reflex action. That's my follower alert. I don't know if you're the right person to be asking about things like that.
My father is dead!
That's right. Such matters need to be handled with a certain delicacy. I'm going back under the desk. Bye.
I guess curiosity got the better of me.
You're all talking, no action, soldier. Out on the battlefield, it isn't the number of pretty words in your repertoire, but
You're
the number of
demoted
bullets
from-
in your gun belt that counts.
You're demoted from private to public.
Uh-oh.
Easy for you to say. You're the one with all of them.
I'm about to demote you from private to cadet.
Uh-oh.
Apollo, remember that thing's got a gun.
And this
Remember,
is...
I have a fucking gun.
It's got a gun!
It's just, that thing's just hovering there like.
I have a gun!
Window witness, please put down the fucking gun and tell the code what he saw and heard that night.
No, I have a gun.
I'm just fully expecting Lewis to just appear out of nowhere now. Go, I have a gun.
He's busy pointing his sword in different directions.
Question.
Answer.
Wouldn't they be using the drone to look around? So why would they not have eyes on the ground?
Mm.
Perhaps an
Ah.
objection.
I think the drone is in the evidence.
Ah! My own weapon against me!
Sarge, are you hiding something from me?
Tactical sabotage! How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get on in this strong enough action with Pig Boy over here, soldier?
Wow!
Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof.
Lawyers are capitalist pigs. What?
I like capitalism.
Would the defense
Incorrect.
can't explain?
It's simple, Your Honor. Just as he is able to see what's happening in court right now, Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course.
Oh, now that you mention it, he does have a drone. And to think the answer was right before our eyes the whole time.
Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. Just seen something, soldier.
Ah! I'm hit! I'm hit! What is this strange new weaponry you're using against me?
Oh, these animations are fun.
Courtroom warriors don't use guns or missiles because evidence is our weapon of choice. And the evidence was...
Evidence.
And the evidence has exposed your bold-faced lie.
Still, gun beats evidence.
My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defenses bare.
Are we playing Rock Guns Evidence?
Truth bomb! No! Ah! Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
Oh.
I adore these animations, like actually.
Yeah.
Oh my! You were right.
Oh, you are literally asking a drone if they're okay.
My drone! Evidence! Never have I seen such fearsome ordnance.
Tell it to us straight, Sarge. After all, you want to help your father, don't you?
Papa.
Yes. You want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night.
It's not what you think. I didn't see anything. I swear.
You sure? You seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything. Woo!
Yeah, that's why I'm hiding under the desk.
This is Sarge.
I'm down here as well.
You need to answer my question.
Shut your pie hole, maggots! It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before a lowly private like you orders me around.
What's with him in Siberia of all places? If a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat.
Do you know what'd be really funny?
Hey, Athena!
Yes?
You think a therapy session might help?
Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety. Also,
Get your ass up here.
No,
Okay, that's
I don't want that. Well, I'm picking up a lot of Discord in Sarge's voice.
Okay, that's fair. I thought we were going to get a perceive, and I thought that'd be really funny.
Yeah. Perceive the aircraft.
Perceive the drone.
Perceive the aircraft. Well, go ahead. Perceive the aircraft.
I'm picking up Sarge's
somewhere
voice
there's
in Discord.
somewhere there's an oil leak that comes out, and you have to perceive that when you find what's wrong.
The fuselage flexes just a little bit.
Hmm. It usually means the patients want to say something, but can't for some reason.
And in Sarge's case, I imagine whatever's plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I leave it to you in your mood matrix magic. Goodbye.
God damn it, Apollo! No, that's my line read.
Yay, I get to be relevant!
You're right, I believe I can be of help here. Can I have a shield first?
Time for a therapy session, is it, Miss Sykes?
Yeah, Yes, I have been forced to do this. Maybe it'll help the witness with his anxiety. Maybe even help to testify. Please don't shoot me.
It's nice under here.
I know. So why am I up here?
Here, do you want a bit of snack?
Thanks.
I want a
By all
shield.
means, please bring the poor child out into the light of a day. Oh, I assume this will be all right with you, Mr. Wright.
Why not? It's not like we haven't all been through this before.
Objection! I don't believe Mr. Wright has been through any form of therapy at all.
Yeah. But also, him complaining about any kind of witness. Yeah, no, not happening.
And what the darn are you butting in for, lady?
I was forced to be here.
There ain't a place on this battlefield for you.
Wow!
Objection! I beg to differ, Sarge. This G.I. Jane's always ready for a fight in the courtroom. Try
Also, she
me.
could smash you.
Yeah.
And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology.
Can it be the gun?
Yes. With it, I'm going to blow a big old hole in the armor you've built around your heart.
Ah! First evidence, now analytical psychology. Where are these WMDs coming from? Well, if it's a war you want, bring it on.
Oh, come on.
You may have started this war, but I'm going to end it, Corpsewoman Sykes.
You got it, Sarge. Time to seek out the agony burning deep in your heart.
Raise yourself!
It turns out there's trauma in there. Yay!
Widget activated.
Thank you, Widget.
Slaps the drone. This thing can hold so much childhood trauma.
Yes.
I stayed in my room with my drone that evening. I heard Dats and Papa arguing with each other. Dats got kicked out, but I saw him still hanging around outside. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day.
All right then.
Why was he sad when that was thrown out?
So I'm looking for unexpected emotions and unnatural actions, right?
Right, emotions and reactions that don't fit the content on this testimony. When you find one, make sure you point it out to me. Because I can't see them myself, apparently. Also, remember to not view his emotional reactions in isolation. Sometimes it's important to see how they change from one statement to the next.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Also, I'm glad you're up here with me.
So sad, surprised.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep me down there. Okay,
Harder to get the
so
Oh,
movie darker.
he was very surprised, not very back here, not very surprised before or after.
but then why the change? Why is he more surprised at Dad staying here than at the sight of his own father's death?
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Got it. That's strange. You acted with shock when you discovered your father's body. Yet you weren't nearly as shocked then as when you saw Mr. Arable. Normally you'd expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful.
Enemy fire! Direct hits!
That is strange. I wonder what it could mean.
Well, we know he wasn't affected by his father's death as he should have been. And I think I know
That's
why.
a conclusion to jump to. Oh.
Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's dead body as seeing Mr. Arable because... Ooh.
You'd already seen
You'd already
his body.
seen his body?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Something else shocked you.
No, yeah, you'd already seen the body. Therefore, you would be as shocked by it.
Wouldn't be as shocked.
Sarge, maybe the truth is, you left your room that night. And that's when you saw it. Your father's body.
I nothing!
Really? You didn't see his body? All right then. What did you see?
Ooh.
Look, Apollo, we've lost some noise.
So, just as I suspected, he really did see something. Sarge, please, tell us what you saw.
Ellipses. More ellipses. The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one.
Huh? Am I missing something here? Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you'd already sensed he was a goner somehow?
Maybe.
Please, Sarge. What was it you saw on the night of your father's murder?
I saw...
What's happening? Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Oh.
Yoink!
Give me that back! Immediately!
Please give me your little toy. The battlefield is no place for unauthorized equipment.
I
did!
am handing you, villain.
Apollo, I could continue the session without it.
I'm a real toy. Real
Good, come on.
toy. Come yourself this instant, witness.
What, are you gonna buckle with your hammer? Remember, I have a gun.
And I have a hammer. I have a gavel. I hereby order you to submit to your therapy session.
Ordered therapy.
Yoink!
What in blazes?
This is very cathartic for me.
I'm Judge, Jury, and Execution. Now here's my hit
I want the Hammer theme song so bad.
I hereby convene a military tribunal.
You know, the one from Smash Bros. I need that one.
Good. I've not had therapy in court.
Whoa!
Thank you.
This has gone too far.
Vikings arrested for this instant.
That's not enough, sir. This is not resisting. Ah!
And now there is actually a murder.
Yep.
Vikings, no!
Which is backpack.
So this is happening.
But my
More in the
personal
courtroom.
explanation is the rest of the prosecutors.
Everybody
outside just
died.
like, what
The end.
fuck?
Like Emma just looks up and the courtroom explodes. It's like
I just...
Garrett.
So I've got this image of Edgeworth in his office typing, the big window behind him, and then suddenly, right behind him, bang, and a puff of smoke. Edgeworth just looks up, looks up as if hearing it, and then just goes back typing.
And the rest of the prosecutors are just looking on like, what the fuck just happened in there?
Dear diary, the courtroom has exploded again.
He looks at walks to a wall in his room and just like on a whiteboard that says number of days since the last incident in court. Rubs it
becomes a zero.
Right, 0.
Yes.
Drifting, drifting,
Sarge,
please.
Whew. Finally got him back.
Nice work.
Where the fuck are you?
Down here.
This witness truly is a handful.
Up 2 feet for
Miss Sykes, what's the witness's current psychological state?
Bad.
It's what we in business call absolutely fucked.
So his out of control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause?
Sure. So let's see what we can find. That's the strategy, anyway. Sarge, can you hear me?
Is that you, Corpsewoman Sykes?
I'm here. Now, I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax and never fucking touch Widget again.
Careful, Athena, he's got a gun.
You heard her.
Also, it's Core Woman. The PS is silent.
Try it with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Thank you, military expert Lemming.
No worries. They're basically medics.
In, out. In, out.
On the other hand, I can see Athena leaving nothing but corpses behind her, so she can be a corpse woman.
Yeah. That said, if you're injured on the battlefield, you don't really want to be calling somebody who deals with corpses over, do you?
True. Well, unless they're a necromancer, but...
Yeah. No,
And now-
a necromancer is otherwise known as corpse woman.
Let your emotions take you where they will. Come on, just let it all out.
I have a bad feeling about this.
All forces, attack!
That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen.
Shut the fuck up, Apollo. I'm trying my best.
Widget activated.
Uh-oh.
Thunderstorms.
Hello, is all your testimonies always this kind?
Delta's
Yes.
still hanging around after we got kicked out of his house. I heard about fighting. I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room. And Papa grinning with delight. That's when he must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out.
Well, there's no fire, so let's interrogate this.
Yeah, the flames, because trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's it! Sarge, you were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you?
Was I?
Yes. Just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist blaze. So it's no wonder you would be extremely scared of fire.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world.
What do you mean, Coleman Sykes?
In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even a grill at a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out.
Exclamation point! I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes. Just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine.
Wow, the things I take for granted.
Now I see. I was afraid. Afraid of the fire. Strange. I didn't even realize it myself.
That's the trauma, baby.
About that fire, Sarge, Can you tell me what it was burning?
Just stay calm, and maybe something will come to you.
Oh, Oh! I'm starting to remember. It was... It was that relic! That relic Papa was studying!
It was on fire?
It was on fire!
The orb was on fire?
It's still kind of fuzzy. But yes, the orb was burning right in front of Papa. And there, in the flames, was... Mama? Yes, now I remember. I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames.
Wait, what? What's going on here? I think that's a nice place for us to call it for tonight.
Yes.
Mysterious. Yeah, I think that's a good place for us to be. We've got 3 more minutes, but we effectively it's a case of I think that's an appropriate point for us to kind of like a dramatic moment for us to call it for tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll
But
be back.
also, if the orb's on fire, like on a bench.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I must.
It's fine. It's just the Kyber crystal. No
Or
worries,
Dragon
don't
Ball,
worry about
or one or the other. Anyway, so that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. I want to thank the entirety of the cast for joining me here, of course, and for being here with me the stream during what is my affiliate anniversary. I never realized that was the case today, but here we are. I want to, of course, thank the entirety of the cast for being here, and even if they didn't have much of a voice role to go, their presence is always appreciated. And I would like to thank all of them, including Burr.
One day someone will free me.
Diffit.
A vote for me is a vote for the wrong guy. I did it.
Drifting.
I'm going back under the desk. Fuck this.
Okay.
Hopefully, will Maya return? When will Maya return from the war? Who knows?
When will Maya wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs? God.
Of course, we also got Laura Petal.
I'm packing bullets, I'm packing missiles, and so much childhood trauma.
Uh-oh.
And of course, our right for the evening, Mr. Lemmingwright.
My heel turn continues next week.
And Mr. Opolos, not doing much to say, but he was still here.
I'm still under here as well. I'm hoping I'll be around soon.
I have company.
And of course, our special guest for the episode, as Emma Sky, Shadow Phoenix Rider, and our medical expert.
Mr. Edgeworth, did you hear something?
Don't pretend you don't hear me.
Excuse me, I have a number to update. And with that, everyone, we'll see you all next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Stay tuned, everyone, as we'll be raiding into another channel, so stay tuned.
Do it, do it.
I'm going to bed.
Have a good bed, Divot.
I have work tomorrow, and I want to be wide and awake.
Oh, neat.
Hey.
I think I will go.
I'm gonna go bed because I have work.
Nice.